Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Patch, and I'm here today to read A Little Spot Makes Friends. It's a story about friendship, and it's written and illustrated by Diane Alber. Hi, my name is Learning Spot. I'm here to show you how to make friends. Well, why do we need to make friends? And I got Learning Spot right here, ready to hang out. Purple, my favorite color. Friends can make any activity much more fun. Friends can also make you feel loved and prevent you from feeling lonely. So doing things like a puppet show or dancing, or sometimes if you're having sad feelings, doing it with a friend can help you to feel better. The first step in making friends is remembering their name. This will make them feel important. Well, how many friends do we need to make? That's really up to you. Some people have just a few friends, and some have lots of friends. One way isn't any better than the other, but it's important to be nice to everyone. You never know who your next friend is going to be. So remember, I say all the time, I'm not going to tell you who you have to be friends with. You get to decide that. But I do ask that you show kindness and respect to everybody, right? It's normal to feel a little anxious when making a new friend. Try to practice smiling and saying hello when you're out and about. The more you practice, the easier it will be. How many people did you say hello to today? So I try every morning. I walk around school and I say, good morning, which is another way of saying hi or hello. And I love it when people say it back to me, but it's okay if they don't because I feel good saying it. So make sure, say hi to people when you see them in the hallways. Sometimes you can make friends just by joining in on the fun or inviting others to join with you. Do you want to play with us? May I listen in too? So think about including people when you're playing and allowing other people to be included with you. When you meet someone new, your body language can say a lot. If you're looking down or you have your arms crossed, it can look like you're not really interested in meeting somebody new. See how this one, look at her face, she looks kind of worried. She has her worried spot there. And this one's got their arms crossed, right? And look, she has her angry spot there. And it can be hard to want to approach somebody who kind of looks like that. If you're smiling and standing tall, it makes you look friendlier. Look at that, making good eye contact, a nice smile. Look at the confidence spot. If you go in confident and feeling proud, it's an easier way to make friends. There are many places to meet friends. Places where you see the same people over and over again are great. Look at a school or maybe in sports, so in your neighborhood or at the park. Maybe if you're playing in a band or with a club, these are different places where you might be able to meet new friends. When you see someone repeatedly, it can start to feel like you know them. This will make it easier to make new friends, right? Hi, Julia. I remember seeing you at the park the last time. You remembered my name. That's so cool. Try doing an activity you enjoy outside your home at about the same time every day. This can help you meet someone with the same routine as you, and you will already have something in common. Hi, I saw you yesterday riding your bike. Yeah, I remember you too. I like to ride my bike right after school. When you have things in common, it gives you something to talk about. It also lets you know what you could enjoy doing together. You can find out what you have in common by asking good questions. Again, making that eye contact and smiling. What's your favorite video game? What's your favorite book? What was the last book you read? Do you have any favorite pets? What's your favorite animal? Why is that? Do you have any brothers or sisters? The great thing about these questions, you can use them with every new person you meet. So think about different questions you might want to ask somebody to get to know them better. Like I told you at the beginning of the book, my favorite color is purple. What's your favorite color? After you ask a good question, it's important to be a good listener. Listening is more than just hearing someone talk. It's about learning too. This also helps you find things in common. I have a pet bunny named Potato. I love music and I love pizza. So while they're listening, they're also learning about it. See her brain, her thought bubble there? A bunny, a pizza, and music. So she's thinking about the things that she's hearing too, so she can remember them. In general, people need personal space. When somebody sits or stands too close to you, it can make you feel uncomfortable. That's why you should imagine that everyone has their own hula hoop space. A hula hoop is a great way to see how much space you should give a friend. Uh-oh, where's your hula hoop space? That's a great distance. So think about when you're walking in line and maybe somebody's right on your back and that can feel uncomfortable. Or when you're sitting at carpet time and somebody's kind of sitting right on top of you, or maybe you're kind of sitting on top of somebody and they say, can you please back up? Sometimes it's hard to learn and listen when somebody's right up close next to you. So being respectful of that personal space. It's hard to make friends when you feel nervous or angry when they're constantly invading your hula hoop space. When this happens, just remember that you have choices. Stay calm. They may not realize that they're sitting too close. Take a step back or walk away. And if you take a step back and it doesn't work, tell them in a nice way that they're too close. And you can ask them, you're a little too close. Can you please give me more space? Using those I statements and talking in a respectful and kind manner and helping somebody to be able to fix the mistake that maybe they've made. Or if somebody's asked you that, to be aware, and then you take a step back. Being kind is a great way to make a friend. You can do this by doing and saying nice things like, this is a great picture of a cat. I have an extra popsicle. Do you want it? I like your shoes. Thank you. We missed you. We wanted to come by and say hello. So think about saying those kind things to people. It's a great way to make friends. A good friend is nice. To avoid being bossy, try changing your volume and tone and using magic words like please and thank you. Try using please and thank you as often as possible. Turn bossy into nice. Instead of saying to somebody, move, you can say, can you please move? Help me now. Can you please help me with this? Let's go. Can we please go? Don't do it that way. Can you please try to do it this way? Put it here. Can you please put it here? Right? So using those kind and respectful words and not being bossy and demanding, right? Thinking about your tone of voice and how you're speaking to people. We all have thoughts every day. Some of those thoughts are meant to stay as thoughts because they can be hurtful. And some of those are meant to be spoken because they can be helpful. Sometimes it's hard to know the difference. So always try to think, right? So remember we talked about you can have any thought you want. You can't say anything you want. Your thoughts have to go through a kindness filter before they come out of your mouth. How is what you're about to say going to make the other person feel, right? So you have a thought, you got to think about it, and then decide if you want to speak it. And if you think about the word think, the T stands for, is it true? Is this a fact, opinion, or a feeling? An example of an opinion would be if somebody else said something weird or gross, and those words can be hurtful. Like that's your opinion that it's weird. Somebody else might not think it is. Is what you're about to say helpful? Does it help you or them or the situation? If not, it should stay as a thought inside your head and maybe not be spoken. Is it inspiring? Does it make somebody feel better about themselves or the situation? If not, it should stay a thought in your head. Is it necessary? Do you need to say what you're about to say? Right? Does the person really need to hear what you have to say? If not, it should stay as a thought in your head. And finally, is it kind? Right? Are you using words to describe somebody or something in a positive way? If not, it should stay as a thought. You're allowed to think anything you want. You're not allowed to say anything you want. How is that going to make the people around you feel? And if it's not going to make them feel good, don't say it. Sometimes it's hard to share a friend. A good friend will understand that it's okay to belong to several different groups of friends. That's okay if you want to be friends with her too. I don't want to go down the slide. It scares me. That's okay. Let's do something different. If you don't want to do something because it feels uncomfortable or wrong, a good friend will support your decision. If there's something that you want to play and it's not yours, always ask first. That shows that you respect the other person and their things. Can I see this cool globe? Sure. Thanks for asking. So remember, if a good friend of yours chooses to play with somebody else on a certain day, it doesn't mean that they don't like you. They're just having a different choice that day, right? And a good friend will be okay with that. You gotta have trust in your friends to know that it's okay for them to make different choices. Sometimes a friend might do or say something that you don't like. It's important to manage your emotions. Look at that angry spot. Friendships can grow strong by resolving conflicts in a healthy way. If you feel like you want to yell, kick, or hit, try this instead. Find your peaceful spot so you can calmly talk about what happened. Say how you feel and why. And here's an example. When you left me out of the game, it made me feel angry. So using those I statements, right? Not acting out. Remember, there's a difference between a feeling and a behavior. You're allowed to feel angry like an angry spot. You're not allowed to act angry like an angry spot. You can use your words and kind of say, this is how I'm feeling. Some days making a friend will be easy, and some days it will be hard. But always remember to be yourself. A good friend will like you for you. There is a friend for everyone in this world. Sometimes you just need to learn and practice how to make one. So remember that golden rule. In order to have a friend, you got to be a friend. So you want to treat other people the way you want to be treated and always use those kind words. So remember, from Learning Spot, it was really good to see all of you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.